black and what colour is that? Tangerine or bright yellow? One of the two. Harlequins all in white. Maurice Patchell is the top point scorer in the Pro 12 with 88, but his percentages are low, only 64%. Quite a few of those points he scored actually in the Pro 12 have come from tries. He scored 3 tries in the Celtic competition, but successful with that attempt. No corner this time, straight for the post, and the lead for Cardiff. They can't get their hand on the pill at all, can they? Here's Reece Patchell now, and here's Lalo. Uses the handoff on Harry Sloan. The offload for Reece Patchell now. Blaine Scully played in the World Cup for the USA. No Gareth Anscombe at the moment because he was injured and has faced ankle surgery. Reece Patchell once more. Little short ball to Turnbull. Good offload. This is nice, neat work from Cardiff. Close to the Harlequins line. Lloyd Williams. And in comes Vossawai with the carry. Williams again, little dart for Williams and go. Is he on the line there? Looks like he... Oh no, no, I think he said a double movement. Was he saying from Lloyd Williams? Was playing the advantage in the game so far. And they're picking up the points. And yeah, they played with that tempo against Glasgow, but they're almost out-tempoed by the Glasgow tempo in that game. Ben Bodiger is usually a very reliable goal kicker, but not on that occasion. Mark Lambert's tackle. Here's Lloyd Williams. Oh, and again confusion. Reece Patchell and Blaine Scully this time, and that's going to be a scrummage to Harlequins, and that'll bring huge frustration to this Cardiff side. They really should have found a way to exit there. Sweet whispers from Mark Lambert into the ear of the hooker Rob Buchanan. I don't know what he said to him, it didn't work.
Stay.
Sweet nothings perhaps, because nothing came of that.
As Fitzy mentioned before the game, line-out's been a bit of an issue for Quins. You can't afford to blow line-outs like that, 5 yards in the opposition line.
Well, they lost 5 line-outs against Montpellier last week. 77% worst line-out in the Premiership. In total, off goes Nick Easter now, carrying well. And here is Jack Clifford now. Look at the pace from the captain. And it was Carl Dixon on his shoulder, but Clifford took an awful clatter there, and the medical staff are on the pitch very, very quickly indeed. Hit the post. Perfect kicking conditions out there, not a breath of wind, and this time Ben Bodiger does manage it to get in between the white sticks.
Outstanding defence by Easter.
Here is Dacey for Patchell. Good offload to Lou Reed. You can see the speed yet again of that Harlequins defensive line, and that's what happens. Tim Visser comes in and collects, and Tim Visser is going to have the pace to get away, the Scottish international, and that was all built around pressurised defending.
Line speed, all but line speed, led once again by Nick Easter. His initial tackle, so important, preventing any momentum down this left-hand side. Blues forced to go back the other way. Again, man on ball, behind the gain line, read it all the way. Stepped in really strong, held him back, and that slowed the ball down. And then you have to reassess, do you need to go wide then? Again, scramble, but not quite the quick as the ball moved away. Again, line speed, just read it really aggressively. Christian Dacey didn't look to see where he was passing, didn't identify, didn't see Visser coming in. You need that ability to lift your head up and have a look. Scan, what's the appropriate course of action? Do you regenerate the ball, take the contact, work again, or do you just allow the defender to pick that pass off?
Easy conversion for Bodiger. They've got some decent wingers down at Harlequins with Marlon Yard on the other side, following the retirement of Ugo Monye. Not a bad replacement in that 11 shirt, certainly as an attacking force.
I just didn't see it, just didn't see Tim Visser. And you have to be aware, of what's happening. Defensive line, they send shooters up, and you pick that pass off. That's what it means to Tim Visser.
Scored a try in the World Cup as well, did Tim Visser, against the USA. Man who scored a lot of tries for Edinburgh, looking to add to that huge tally in Scotland. In the colours of Harlequins, Mark Lambert goes off, and Joe Marler, one of the World Cuppers on the bench for Quins, comes on.
Yeah, Mark Lambert's got a good shift in. You mentioned him, but he's carrying in our first half.
Got to get to Easter again. Not sure where Nick Easter gets that energy from at 37. He's certainly in recent years he's a lot leaner, a lot fitter looking in his late 30s than maybe he was in the early 30s. He's certainly worked very, very hard on his fitness, well documented. Here is Bodigan now. Outside him is Charlie Walker, the inside ball to Ollie Lindsay Haig, and there's the pace again from Ollie Lindsay Haig. And for the second time in just over a minute, Harlequins have sliced open this Cardiff defence with ease, and it's the pace man again. Visser before, Lindsay Haig now.
That's what he do from turnovers. Poor body position by Lou Reid. Identified the opportunity was to go, and that was the right thing, but your body position was wrong. Carrying the ball, got ripped off, quick pass away. The key pass here from Dixon, move the ball away quickly from a turnover, long wide pass, and that then gives Bottinger options. Good trailing line by Ollie Lindsay Haig, and he has that pace. We talked about his sevens ability. He has blistering pace.
Anyway, it's a line out, and it's going to be Rob Buchanan. Remember against Montpellier how effective this driving maul was for Harlequins. It led to not just 1, 2 or 3 but 4 tries. Here is Dave Ward, and now Danny Kerr wriggles away and finds Charlie Walker, and Harlequins get another one. And it did come from the wall. It wasn't the forwards who finished it off, but it was the sprightly, lightning-footed Charlie Walker who got over.
I talk about sprightly and light-footed. The energy, you know, with the bench, and have contributed to this Quins performance. But really, their accuracy in this second half has been truly impressive. It's been a characteristic of their performances throughout this season. They really have responded to be under pressure. They responded well, come back strongly. They've done it. They did it against Montpellier. They did it against Sale at times. It's about coming back strongly and responding, and have that mental toughness to do that. Speed of ball and accuracy.
Oh, no accuracy there from Ben Bodiger. Shouldn't really make a difference. Matthew Rees got a line out. Lou Reid, the line out has not functioned with great efficiency for Cardiff.
Nothing. And just the inaccuracies that have bedeviled their performance all evening. Can't afford to be inaccurate in his top sides.
Here is Vossala. It's a better ball. It's difficult. Well, it's almost impossible to stop a well-set maul like that without doing something illegal. And if you do something as illegal as that, you're going to get a penalty try against you. Quickly converted. And Cardiff, well, 14 points behind. 11 minutes to go. Couple of converted tries. You just never know.
Well, go back to the accuracy. They secured the ball off in the line out, which then allowed the driving maul to form. Now, you think back 15 minutes ago, they had exactly the same position.
Well, Cardiff scored a try off the last line out. They've won the ball here too, and off goes Vossaway. They've been a bit more punchy in this second half as the big man. Here's Lloyd Williams. Well, have had a try in the first half, but referee decided not to go to the TMO when he possibly should have done. Certainly making a very spirited finish to this game. Oh, is there a possible... Oh, stamp in there. That does not look good. That is Nick Easter, isn't it? Nick Easter at the bottom.
Yeah, I think that's Matthew Rees and Nick Easter there. Yeah. Oh, look, dangerous. We saw George North.
Oh,
we saw George North get yellow carded last week for the Saints.
Well, Matthew Rees, it's right on the face of Nick Easter, and you know, that's a red card offence.
Yeah, that's definite. That's really dangerous.
Oh, it's right in the eye socket from Matthew Rees, and that you have to say that is pretty horrific.
16. Le 16, tu m'as dit, c'est ça. Captain. Working on the face is one color, one decision is the red card. Working on the face, great.
Definitely a red card. No other option in that decision for Alexander Ruiz, and the potential of a long suspension for Matthew Rees.
I don't think the referee had any option there.
Jared Evans, and there's a bit of space on the outside here for Macaulay Cook, and he's charging and he's driving hard. Great work by the replacement, and it's Dave Ward who tries to turn that ball over. The advantage here to Cardiff, and it's Hobbs who twists and gets his body over the line, and Cardiff with 14 men in the final minute of the game close to within one score. Conversion to come. Can 14-man Cardiff pull off a dramatic surprise victory here? And they're going to get an opportunity. They've got ball in hand through Cuthbert. Lloyd Williams, Jared Evans. He's looked pretty good since he's come off the bench for Reece Patchell.
Yeah, he's made a big difference. He's attacked that game like.
Felice, got to go the length now. Cardiff, the ball has been ripped away. Danny Kerr goes, and this is for the bonus point try for Harlequins. What a climax here in Cardiff. At the very death, the Quins race away with all 5 match points.
Oh, it'll be heartbreaking what happened against Glasgow in the Pro 12. They came back and came close to winning the game, but fell a little bit short, and once again they've done it here. A turnover. Again, Felice carries the ball gets ripped off him, and then Danny Kerr. Now, Quins, they had a youthful side at the start of this game, but its experienced players have been the difference.
6-3.
It's been exciting second half.
We talked about the magic potion at half-time. Looks like both teams have drunk their fill. But it's Harlequins who go home with all the points here. They've won by 32 points to 20. And for Conor O'Shea and his men, well, this means they followed up last week's bonus point victory against Montpellier with another one. Calvisano home and away. What a position they're in, and what a performance by Dave Ward.